70-year-old escort on her strangest requests.
All shapes and sizes. Kinky ones, long ones, short ones, thick, short ones, thin, tall ones. You know, I don't know, 6 inches that I can get my fingers round.
Wow. The honesty box?
Hi, my name is Caroline V. I'm an escort. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'm here to...
What's the difference between an escort and a prostitute? Escorts, I think, it's like the legal version of it, where you're basically like paying to go out to dinner with them, and they'll go on a date with you, and then coincidentally you end up having sex versus just paying for sex.
Today to answer all those lovely questions that you've been dying to ask an escort, but you wouldn't like to ask to their face. What is your
This is like one of those Google question reviews.
rate per hour and what's included? Okay, my rate per hour
Oh no, Granny.
is 120.
120 an hour?
And basically it includes most normal things. So it's all kinds of oral, both ways, penetration, basically fulfilling the fantasies that most guys have had for most of their lives and would like to find a granny like me to fulfill them. The list is quite endless because they all have a different fantasy.
Has she been doing this for a long period of time? Only 120, take my money. Oh, she said 6 years. I was not paying attention to that aspect. So she started this when she was 64. How did she figure out price guides and get customers? Is this like she's like advertising on Craigslist? Does she take card?
What do I wear at work? Well, if I'm meeting a man in a hotel, then generally I will just wear my normal clothes like this to go and meet him, and then I will have my sexy underwear underneath. I have some leather outfits for the guys that like the leather. I have body stockings, all just sexy things that guys are turned on by, really.
This is appalling to me. This is appalling to me. I feel like the reason it's different for me is because I'm hearing it from an older woman. Because if this was like a 30-year-old woman saying this, I would just be like, okay, yeah, it's a part of the job. You know, it'd be like somebody talking about what they do for OnlyFans.
How young is your youngest client and your oldest? My youngest client was 20.
Bro, but how did he find this woman?
Very shy boy. Very nervous. They usually are that young. And my oldest was, now that's debatable. I had a man come to see me, and on his profile it said he was 71. By the way he walked up to my house and
Oh, no. She wanted you to let him come to his house? What? Well, I mean, they're that old. They're not really gonna like hurt you, but they'd come to her house? That can't be safe.
up the stairs in it. And let's just say the condition of his body. And I would say he would be pushing it to have been 81 and was probably even pushing it to be 91. He did admit that he wasn't 71 on the second visit. But to this day, I still don't know.
But why would he lie about that? He's paying to get with her. Why does she care?
Do you have like an average age of client?
Average age of client,
Probably like 50s.
40s, 50s maybe. I love ones like this. What's the average penis size?
Oh, no, no, no. Is this TOS? Is this allowed? You gotta see it through?
That's it. Can be that. Or it can be that.
That?
What's the weirdest request you've
What?
had? It's a toss-up, isn't it, between sucking the dog off and doing scat, really. Not quite sure. Me,
Oh, poop stuff?
your mind up, really. Which one you think is the weirdest of those? Making a poo sandwich for somebody?
Oh, no! Oh my God. No, that has to be extra, right? A poop sandwich? Oh, get the fuck out of no. I know there's a thing where women will get paid absurd amounts of money from Dubai billionaires to fly out to Dubai, poop in the guy's mouth, and leave. And I think we watched a video on it on stream, and it was these women talking about how they get paid like 40, 50K to fly out for a day, poop on a guy, and leave. But a poop sandwich? Like, you're gonna make him a poop sandwich?
And then getting them to smear it all over their face when they're finished. I've got one of those booked for next month. That's going to be fun.
Booked for next month. So there's a guy that's looking forward to this. This is marked on his calendar. Poop sandwich, April 25th. Like, they have to plan this out. This isn't on a whim thing.
Yeah, coming up all the way from the Isle of Wight just to eat my poo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so the other one obviously was the dog. I mean, that will
The dog.
never happen. I hasten to add, having said this before on a programme, I would like to add, because there were lots of comments afterwards saying, please tell us you didn't suck the dog. No, I did.
Oh, somebody tried to pay her to have sex with a dog.
I would never, so I'll make that clear. I know you get to the point when you've done more or less what I've done, you're not shocked anymore with what they come up with. Because when they message
What could they ever do that's possibly more appalling than a poop sandwich? I feel like that's peak craziness, right? Pee in mouth, that's not even nearly as bad.
you, they sort of say, can I ask you something? I've had this fantasy. And you wait and you think, I wonder what this one's going to be. And usually it's actually quite normal.
Do you think she gets requests on what she's supposed to eat prior? Because the guy eating the poop sandwich is probably going to have some sort of like, hey, I would like this or this.
Or they just want me to be their granny, you know, or their auntie or whatever. And I go, yeah, that's no problem at all. Oh, yes, that reminds me of a client I saw where he wanted to meet me in this hotel, but he wanted me to fill a large bottle with my pee.
No, I can't, bro. The way she so casually describes this.
Which was probably over 3 days' supply. It was a big
3 days?
bottle, you know. And so I took it with me, and then we were to take it into the Travel Lodge restaurant where we were, and he had it behind the menu, and he was to drink it whilst we were having our meal. That was interesting. The first time I'd ever had anything to do with water sports and urine, etc. And then he drank it when we went back to the hotel room.
That can't be, like, safe. That has to be, like, a health hazard. Bro said IRL chug jug. He's sitting at the restaurant just drinking a bottle of urine.
Whilst he was dressed up as a maid.
Such a random fantasy.
Do I orgasm at work? I have never, unfortunately,
Wow.
had an orgasm with a, shall we be polite here, with a penis. With fingers, or with a tongue.
Okay. Next question.
Because they're guaranteed, unlike fingers, tongues and men. And they love watching me.
Grandma, no.
Because if they haven't come by that time, that certainly finishes them off. What's your favourite sex position? I mean, I love cowgirl, you know, missionary. I did a video a couple of weeks ago and never done one before where this guy,
Video. So she does do OnlyFans.
well, Bob the Builder, and one of my clients wanted to see me being from behind. And I'd never done that before, but we gave it a go and it worked very well. So we're going to try that one again. But again, I think it was, again, to do with the body sizes and shapes.
Wait, who wrote these questions down for her?
For men, doggy is the favourite, I think. If anybody would like to confirm. Can you give us an example of some
No. This is like pulling teeth watching this video. Oh my God.
dirty talk? Okay, you
I don't want to hear it.
dirty little... Come on, get your out.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on now. It ain't that big of a deal. Get it out.
Come on, come and show us what you got in there. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's a pathetic little thing, isn't it?
Oh, what the? She has customers that want her to berate them.
What do you expect me to do with that? Oh, God. So why did you come to see me then? Did you want a nice little granny, you know, polite and nice and sweet, you know, wouldn't do anything? Or do you want somebody that talks dirty like a... Hey, what do you want? I'll do it for you. Have I had sex today? Will you? Some people think sex has to be penetration. For me, that's not the case. Sex can be a... And I did give a today. Got a very...
Do you think she's a grandma? No, probably not. I'm just thinking, like, imagine you're at, like, fucking Christmas dinner. She's, like, making the like, basting the turkey, just telling you story. You're just like her youngest grandson, just getting told all these stories. So what do you do for work? Oh, well, you're not old enough to know that yet.
Because from the moment he walks in the door, he's... until he leaves, or until he shot his load. So he comes around fairly frequently. He does odd jobs for me in the house in exchange.
So she's like friends with these guys.
But he doesn't last very long, bless him. Okay, so I don't have to suck very long before with sex whilst aging.
Dude, I had to learn about that in college. That's like an actual class that you could take in colleges about old people. And it's like how they have... We had a whole class, a whole week's class on how old people have sex. You've told us this? No, but like the whole week was just like, hey, how they deal with the issues of like, you know, biological aging.
Now, are we referring to me as the
And you volunteered? It was an easy class.
escort, or as
It
the
was also one of the only gen eds online.
guys that come to see me, the clients? With me, as a 70-year-old lady, my biggest challenge is
Oh, no.
hormonal. That once us ladies have been through the menopause, we have a few issues.
Oh, okay.
But one of the things that I found out after I've been
It was so different in the class because I'm just reading it. And like reading about it is so different than hearing like an old grandma describe it to me.
escorting for a while was that one of the things you get is a dry vagina.
Is there like a most common fantasy that people come to you with, or is it just...
It's the granny one.
Yeah.
Seems to be the granny one. Because when they
This is honestly really interesting. It is. I'm like tiptoeing around like, hey, what am I allowed to show
were
here?
younger, they would go and visit, or they would either go and visit their granny, or their granny would come to visit them, and they'd kind of ogle at them and wonder what was up the skirt, you know, and watch and look at the stockings and have thoughts about, you know, playing with them and seeing what knickers they had on, so they've had these ideas about a neighbour or an aunt or somebody older than them, much more mature, and they think, I just really like to do the business with them and see what it's like. What's your body count?
Oh, no. 130.
Is like how many people have you had sex with?
That was the first thought that came to mind. It's probably about 1,000.
1,000? She said she's been doing this for 6 years? I mean, she could have done stuff before then, but 1,000?
Because I saw several hundred when I was swinging. Because we did.
Oh my God, she probably has kids. She was a swinger. And I was talking about how I heard about swinger parties with older people. One of my friends, like uncles, their family does that. And they go to a party. And at the end of the night, the women go grab keys out of a bowl. And whoever's keys they grab is the man they're sleeping with that night. And so everybody just kind of swaps partners.
Did it on a regular basis. And when I go away touring, which is basically to go to...
That was in The Grinch? Oh my God, it is in that Grinch scene. Are there swingers in the Grinch movie? Yeah. The two sisters who raised the Grinch are having their annual holiday get-together and flash a bowl of keys symbolizing a swingers party because the women go grab the keys out of the bowl.
To a town somewhere in the country, clients, I probably would have 2 or 3 a day. But then some of them are repeat, you know, so it's like, how many times have you... or... how many different people have you?
How many times have I shit? How many days have I been alive? I just turned 23. So 23 times 365 is 8,395. I would say I at least shit 2 times a day, maybe 3. So let's factor another 500 just in there. Actually more. I would say I shit probably 3 times a day on average. So let's go times 3. I've shit around 25,000 times. That's too much? No, dude, I'm telling you, I have clean poops. I eat a lot of fiber, okay? You guys are snapping snacking on some fucking Takis and some hot Cheetos and some whack-ass shit, you probably have brick poops, okay? When I had hemorrhoids, when I was in high school, yes, I wasn't pooping very often. Now, dude, I'm having clean-ass shits, and I'm pooping a lot, dude. It's normal. I think it's normal to poop like 3 times a day to like 3 times a week.
A lot. How did your friends and family react when you told them what you do? My friends,
Well, they probably already knew she was a swinger, so I doubt it was that big of a difference.
thankfully, well, actually no. Okay, I've got a mixture of friends. Some who are very broad-minded and said, good on you. I think that's wonderful and amazing, and if you're happy and you're safe, then good luck to you. Then I have some other friends who are Christian friends who I knew many years ago when I was a Christian. For 40 years not having sex. So that's another reason why I'm doing it now, because I'm making up for lost time. How broad-minded is this?
Making up a lot, dude. 1,000 people? She didn't have sex for 40 years, and so in the last 30, she's been getting it on.
Them. They have a pretty good idea what I do, but they still love me, and they're still really close, good friends, which is wonderful.
Till she starts describing. All right, I made this one guy a poop sandwich. He ate that shit faster than a Subway footlong.
It's the family. Kind of left them till last, which they wanted to meet a few years ago to discuss how we'd drifted over the past few years. Then I didn't really want to, because I thought, really? No, we've got nothing in common. Why would I? I know why we've drifted, because I know what you think about me. And I don't want to spend time with you. But all I got was a very...
Yo, she'd be a chill-ass aunt, though. Not gonna lie. Grandma, I'd feel a little bit different. I'd be like, Grandma! But if she was like your great aunt, I'd be like, yeah, she's fired, dude. Seeing her on Christmas dinners, she has the craziest stories. She'd be telling me about poop sandwiches and shit. I'd be like, yeah, she has unlimited aura. Literally, I could just listen to her yap for 10 hours.
Interesting email that said, in view of certain revelations in the media, it was all very formal, you know. In view of certain revelations in the media, we've decided a meeting would not be helpful. Read into that what you will. So I replied saying, if it's about the swinging, you know, you will not find an occupation in the land, whether it's your dentist, your doctor, your MP, you know, whoever, who doesn't swing. They're everywhere. If it's about the porn, so I kind of thought it might be, then all I'm doing is providing a service, you know, to all those men out there who like to twice a day, you know, in the morning when they get up with a hard-on, and they need something to do. There are millions out there, trust me. Am I bothered? No. As Catherine Tate would say, bothered? No. Good luck to them. If they're happy, that's great. But don't judge me, you know.
Yo, she's a chill lady, though. She's like, well, don't judge me. It's not that big of a deal.
I am who I am.
I mean, she's kind of right. I wanted to buy this lady a drink, just listen to her talk about life. I'd be cracking up, enjoying every second of the conversation. Yeah, dude, she probably has so many crazy fucking stories. That was so interesting. All right, next.